All right, guys, we up here at Prairie Gun Works today. Thankful enough, he's letting us use his facilities to get some of these done and kind of go over and talk about some of this stuff. Uh, Today we're going to be going over patrol and tactical kits. You know, the differences kind of on how we have them set up and why we have them set up that way, and then kind of as well as, you know, not to play into so much as what you see on Instagram with all the expensive stuff. You know, like this $400 carrier and this $600 carrier compared to, you know, them $1,000 carriers that you see out there when they do the same thing. You know, yeah, some of them made a little bit better, but at the end of the day, if you can't afford it, you get what you can afford and you make it work for your mission. But yeah, that's what we're going to get into today. Today we're going to kind of get into different kit setups, I guess. You know, I watch a lot, and there's nobody that really puts any patrol kit setups on there. You know, there's a lot of vest reviews, but there's a lot of vest reviews, but not really a lot of, I guess, how they set up the patrol bench. There's a lot of tack shit out there. There is, you know, plate carriers, fucking tactical kits, all that. But as far as patrol kits go, there's not really shit. So we're gonna get into that today, and yeah, that's what we got going on. All right, first we're gonna get into the patrol one. So this is department issued. This is not bulk. This is also kindly dog shit of a vest. I absolutely hate it with a passion. It's not comfortable. It doesn't fit worth a shit. When I go to sit in my unit, it kindly fucking rides up to my fucking chin. Now granted, yeah, I got a belly, so it doesn't help, but it's not comfortable at all. We do have some new ones coming, so we'll probably get something on that later. But this is the Safe Life Tactical carrier. It's what they issue to patrol. This is our normal carriers on an everyday basis. It's got this little shitty Velcro on the side and stuff. I actually had to take and add. I took the elastics off of a Class A vest and put it in here as a belly band. It kind of helps it out a little bit. It's pretty simple. It's MOLLE front and back. There's no MOLLE on the side. That's one of the aggravating things about it. But in terms of armor, it's the level 3A plus armor. It's supposed to be stab proof. As far as what it's rated, I'm not sure. I have to take it out and read it, and I'll be honest with you, I'm just not taking the shit out. Setup for it is pretty simple. So a big thing whenever I get these new guys at the office and I get them setting up their shit, they want to look fucking cool and sexy and this, that, and the other, but they don't think about the applicability of it. I mean, hell, not too long ago, we had some guy show up with a fucking 6-inch fixed blade on his fucking vest. We had to get him to take off, you know. When it comes to patrol kits, none of that needs to look fancy. Now, it does need to look in order. It does need to look put together. Not looking like trash. Looking the parts, obviously half the battle when you're out here working on the road and shit. It's simple. Ain't none of it really expensive either. The camera mount. These are high-speed gear. Just normal run-of-the-mill MOLLE mounts and a taser. Again, this one's pretty basic. It's pretty simple. When it comes in terms of how everything's laid out, it's make it make sense. Don't fit the gear, make the gear fit you is the biggest thing. So I don't like operating a radio or anything like that with the left hand, or I'm sorry, with my strong hand. I'm right-handed, so and left to right, it goes my radio, baton, flashlight, taser. Reason being is I'm drawing my taser with my right hand. I don't like cross draw, especially wearing an outer carrier. You know, I'm a little bit bigger of a guy, and it becomes a bitch to try and cross draw that taser if you still have it on a belt or all the way across your gear. Obviously, we can't have them directly the same side as our firearms though, so that's the reason it's on the front. It's pretty simple. Just a straight pull, straight draw. It's completely different from my firearm draw. You know, it's on the front of me, it's not on the side of me. You know, there's no way I'm getting them mixed up or anything like that. These are simple as well. You know, my camera's all the way to the left because I'm not pulling my radio in and out. I'm not drawing it or anything like that. So my camera protruding off the front doesn't cause any issues with drawing equipment. Also, I can operate my radio on, off, change channels. I can operate the lapel mic with my left hand without having to take up my strong hand. In terms of baton and flashlight, these are in the center. I can draw either one with either hand. I can go back and forth with it, and it allows me to utilize it to the best of its ability. Nothing interacts with each other. Nothing blocks anything or the other. And that's the biggest thing, is you don't want to be putting shit all over the place to where it causes you where you can't get the shit out and you start blocking shit. You got to fight to get it. Precious seconds could cost you your life at that aspect. And it's put together. It's neat. It's not something that looks like dog shit. When I step out of a unit on a traffic stop or a scene or something like that, it's one of those things that tells people, my shit's put together. I'm here to work. I'm not here to fuck around or play around or anything like that. And that's a lot of issues that guys have, especially watching some of the videos that are out there now about these patrol kits, is that they just see all these fucking fancy high-tech things, or not high-tech, but expensive stuff. People have it set up this, have it set up that. And I'm not saying anybody out there who has, kit setups is wrong or anything like that. Obviously some things work better for other people, but if you're just starting out and you don't know how to set it up, you don't need any of the fancy stuff, man. Just make it make sense at the end of the day. Just get what you need to accomplish your mission. I do not recommend this Safe Life vest, though. If you're gonna buy one, don't buy this piece of shit. This is horrible. Safe Life, I'm sorry. I don't know to tell you, but this thing is god awful. Y'all's 2.0, y'all's newest one, the hybrid carrier. I did have a chance to put hands on it. I do like the Safe Life hybrid. The hybrid is a pretty much upgraded version of this. I enjoy it. Instead of this Velcro, this is the biggest issue right here, especially if you got a beard or something. You're in a unit, obviously. If you work in patrol, you eating in your unit, so little fucking grimmies get in there and shit. Your beard gets caught in it. It's aggravating. The new one, the hybrid, has a zipper right here, so it's a lot better. The hybrid also has the burst spear tubes, kind of like this one right here does. So I would recommend the hybrid. They still kind of off on their fitting. They still run a little big, but at the end of the day, if you're going to buy a Safe Life for budget purposes or anything like that, then I would recommend the hybrid. It's not bad. In terms of tactical kit, this is Ace Tac's plate carrier. This is their full setup. The wings they're not Ace Tac, but placard, vest, plates, cummerbund, all that stuff right here is Ace Tac. It's a nice little kit. It's also department provided. The wings are not. The hanger pouch is not. This is not. But the placard, the vest, and the plates, all that stuff is department provided. It's actually a very, very comfortable kit. It is. I enjoy it. It's not too terribly expensive. And it's comfortable to wear. Again, with this though, you don't have to have expensive things to make it functional. And there's going to be somebody out there just kind of put in there that it's probably because you can't afford them, and you'd be fucking right. I can't afford the shit, so that's exactly why I don't have the expensive shit. The wings, fucking Amazon knockoff, man. They're made the same. They're double stitched. They work exactly the same. Have the cutouts for the tubes. They do exactly what I need them to do. This one I run a radio in for the PTT. This one here is a charger that I run for. We put our work phones up here if we run ITAC or something like that. So this right here, I have charging capabilities if need be, depending on how long we're out somewhere. In terms of the placard, I'm sorry, let me start up top right here. So this is just some little Amazon knockoff phone mount. Does what I need it to do. Mount my phone. I can sit there and look, see where people are. If we have any information coming in, I can see it. All that good shit. Placard is Ace Tac's placard. It comes with a little admin pouch made onto it. It's a 4 mag. I particularly don't feel that as law enforcement we need 4 AR mags going across the front. Most of us run one in the gun, a fast mag on the belt. So, at that point in time, if we run out of that, shit's really kind of hit the fan. And on top of that, we probably have more people showing up with more ammo anyway. So there's no point in us having 4. So the way I have it set up is I run 2 on my offside, because that's where I conduct the reload from. I grab with my offside. My taser sits right beside it. If I can get the fucking button down. Taser pops in right beside it. It doesn't mess with the phone mount any. I can still push down and see what I need to see. And then a tourniquet on the other side right there. You know, it's simple. It's not expensive. It makes sense. I can still draw the tourniquet if I need to with my taser still in there. You know, just make it make sense. Admin pouch, I mean, as law enforcement, we're not doing very much that makes us to where we're out for days at a time or anything like that. We don't need nothing drastic. I have a set of trauma shears in here. I have a little Gerber and I have a little seatbelt cutter. Some extra batteries, shit like that. You know, it's nothing crazy. Hanger pouch. It's a shell back. I'm in the process of getting the armor. That's the reason I wanted the shell back, because they make an armor flap that goes into the back of theirs. That's what I want to get. Normally I keep like a little trauma pack in here, or snacks. I'll be honest with you. Snacks is my big thing. I'm a fucker for granola bars, bro. Or beef jerky and cheese. Get those little fucking 2-packs, man. You got the little Jack Links and the cheese in it, bro. Fits right in a little fucking hanger pouch, man. I call it the snack sack, baby. It is what it is. But overall, nothing on here is necessarily stupidly expensive. You know, there's some things out there that are like way overpriced when you can find something just as good for a lot cheaper on fucking Amazon or something like that. And like I tell people, they call us the po-po because we fucking po. All right, that's the reason that we're kind of making these, to show people that you don't have to have expensive shit to make it functional. Same thing as a patrol kit, you know. Make it functional for whatever your job is. Don't just worry about what they got going on Instagram, or, I mean, hell, you ain't got to take what I'm saying. You know, go out there and figure out, make it work for you at the end of the day. Whatever accomplishes your mission is what you need to do with it. The back. As far as the back on the patrol kit, I don't keep nothing back there. The back is simple. Ain't nothing special. We have a little QLS right here. What we do is we'll take PVC pipe, we'll make a little piece probably about that wide. We'll attach the male into it and pop it there. You can put a hammer in it, a Halligan in it, whatever it may be, and you can keep that with you. You know, you bust a door, you can pop it back in case you need it later. You know, that way you're not losing tools or anything like that. Simple shit. We didn't buy no fancy holder to go on the back. I know HRT, they make their little thing that goes under their zip panel. You know, if you can't afford it, you don't have to sit there and struggle to try and get it. Just make something, man. I'm a firm believer that there's nothing that works better, especially on the tactical side, than something you make. Something you make to work for you. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. But like I said, Safe Life, they're both, and ACE-TAC, they're both department issued. They both get the job done. And it comes in the terms of setting either one up for a patrol or a tactical kit if you're part of a tactical team or something like that. Now, obviously, depending on what your position is within that tactical team, this is going to change a little bit. You know, you're going to have different variants of this depending on if you're a medic or a breach, or hell, if you're on a marksman role, you might not even be wearing a full carrier. You know, you might be just having a chest rig on with your dope book and stuff like that, something simple. But don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Make it make sense for you. Don't be afraid to ask questions with it. You know, obviously we'll be open to questions on this. If you don't like what I have to say about it, man, this is going to be the first like actual video we're getting posted up. You can comment all day long. I really don't give a shit if you don't like it. You know, at the end of the day. All right, that's about it. Y'all go hit that like button, subscribe button. We'll be having some more come out soon. It's kind of slowly evolving. I'm new to this. Obviously, I'm not the greatest on camera, as you can tell. But y'all just stick with us and we'll get on to bigger and better things.